so welcome. A beautiful day in the park for our yoga in the park. You see familiar faces that we haven't seen in a while, back from wonderful trips. So welcome everybody. We're going to start with some relaxation, so let's make ourselves nice and comfy on our mats. Let our arms be restful at our sides. Let our palms open face to the sky. And let's close our eyes and start to breathe deeply in through the nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage on the inhale. And let's exhale out through the nose, feeling that same area of the body contract and empty. We're just going to spend a few minutes letting go and relaxing and really getting into our breath. While we're breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose, bring some awareness to your face. Relax your eyes. Relax your jaw. Breathe into your neck, releasing your neck. And we'll bring awareness and breath to the arms, breathing from our shoulders out to our fingertips. And then let's breathe from our hips all the way down to our toes. Now let's guide our breath into our spine, and we'll breathe from the top of our head all the way out through the tailbone, allowing our breath to weave itself in between each segment of our spine. Let's inhale both arms to the sky and exhale behind us, reaching out through our fingers, stretching out through our toes, and then flexing our feet and pushing out through the heels. And then feel your body go soft. Let's inhale the arms back up towards the sky and exhale, return them to your sides. Once there, we're going to pull the left knee in nice and close towards the chest and start to flex and point our foot. Let's roll the ankle around, lead with our big toe, and reverse. And let your foot rest where it is. Switching legs, let's bring the other knee to the chest, give it a nice close hug. Flexing and pointing. Rolling the ankle around slowly. And reverse. And let your foot rest where it is. Now let's bring both knees in nice and close. Give yourself a hug. And let's do a little rock from side to side. And then release, and let's circle the knees around and around. And go the other way. And then just let your knees tuck to your chest. And let's rest our feet down with our knees bent. Arms at our sides, palms to the sky. Toes in slightly, heels out slightly. Let's start to tighten the belly button and peel our spine off the mat, pressing our hips up towards the sky. And as we exhale, smoothly lower back down. Try again, tightening the belly, peeling off our mat. And then slowly melting back down. Once we've made it all the way back down and we can feel our spine released against the mat, let's send the legs out onto the mat once again, nice and straight. Flexing our feet, pressing out to the heels. Inhale the arms to the sky and exhale behind us on the mat. Stretching ourselves just a little bit longer. And we'll lift the arms back up, return them to our sides, and let the body go completely soft. We'll take one more inhale as we are. On the exhale, let's bring knees back into the chest. Again, giving ourselves another nice tight hug. And as we exhale, we're going to roll ourselves to an upright position. And let's ease into an easy cross-legged position. Letting our palms open face to the sky, let the back of our hands rest softly on the knees. Feel your spine lengthening off that tailbone. And then let your chin fall to your chest. And let's breathe into the back of our neck. As we inhale, let's lift the head to back, open the throat. Again, exhale, draw chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head to back, open the throat. And again, draw the chin to the chest. From there, let's tip left ear to left shoulder. Drop the chin and tip to the right. Again, drop the chin and we tip left. Drop the chin and tip right. And then let that chin rest on your chest. Bring the head back to neutral center. And then let's turn our head to look towards that right shoulder. Come back to center and turn to look to the left. Again, back to center and turn to look right. Returning to center and looking left. And then return to center neutral. Let's place our hands at our heart center. As we inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, back down. Inhale to the sky. And exhale down. Inhale to the sky. And exhale back down. Now let's inhale, open the arms and the heart. Exhale, round the spine, backs of the hands come close. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Once more, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Let your fingertips float down. Relax the shoulders. And then slowly begin to neutralize the spine, returning to our tall, seated position. From there, we're going to drop the chin to the chest. Roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Drop the chin and roll to the right. Drop the chin and let's roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Once again, drop the chin and roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. And then let your chin rest on your chest. And we'll bring the head back to neutral. And remain in our seated mountain pose, breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale as we soften, and then we'll transition onto hands and knees. So once you've made it to hands and knees, let's check that our hips remain over the knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Got wide spread fingers, our hands turned in slightly, crossing down through the second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand. Those are our foundational hands. Begin to sink your navel as you lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, let's round for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Once more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Now let's return to neutral spine. Holding the belly button tight, let's send the left heel behind us. Add the right arm forward, turning palm to the sky. Let's exhale, lower, and we'll switch. Extend through that right heel. Adding the left arm forward, opening the palm to the sky. Exhale, lower. Let's try switching again. Extend and reach. Exhale, lower, switch, extend and reach. And then return to all fours. Separate the knees a little bit wider, big toes come close, push back with the tailbone, drop your chest through your knees, forehead to the mat. Fingers reaching towards the front end of the mat, turning palms to the sky. Let's return to foundational hands. Tucking the toes under, we're going to send our tailbone towards the sky and move into downward facing dog. While you're here, feel your head dangling through extended arms. Feel your ribs pulling closer to your thighs. Feeling the back of your shoulder blades reaching towards your tailbone. Let's nod our head yes. Shake it no. And then just hang there as you begin to walk your dog. Lift and lower each heel. And then we'll press the heels down. And then from there, let's move into a good solid plank. Modifying to one or both knees if you'd like. Exhale back up into down dog. Inhale again to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Let's modify to the knees, and then from there as we exhale, elbows opening, we're lowering down. Press through the tops of the feet, the hip bones. Tuck the elbows in. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale again, opening the elbows, coming down. Tuck the elbows in. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. And exhale, lower down. Once more, inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. And now we're going to push all the way back into extended child's pose once again. Return to foundational hands. Tuck your toes, lift your tailbone. Move back up into downward facing dog. Let's walk our dog a few more times. Raise up both heels. Press them back down. And then once again, inhale into our plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, come back up into down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come back to all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head. Open back up for cow. And then we'll exhale and round out for that cat. Returning to neutral spine. Let's extend through that left heel, reaching the right arm forward once again for spinal balance. Try opening the left arm wide to the side. We'll bring it back to the front. Let the hand release. And now let's take that left foot, step it forward, and position the knee over your ankle. Pressing down through the top of your back foot. Let's lift to the sky, crescent moon. Exhale, let's fold forward, hands onto the mat. Tuck your back toes under, lift that back knee, bringing us into runner's lunge. So always thinking about keeping the head in alignment with our spine, keeping the knee from pushing past our toes. Now step that foot back and return to plank. Exhale, let's lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, return to extended child's pose. Scoop the belly in and let's round up for cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. And then we're back to all fours. Now let's extend through the heel of the other foot. Reaching the opposite arm forward, we're back in spinal balance. Opening the arm wide to the side. And then come back to center. Let the hand release, and we'll step that foot forward. We've got the back of the top of our back foot pressing down. Let's reach to the sky. Moves us into crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes under of that back foot as you lift the back knee. That brings us into our lunge. From there, let's step forward with the back foot. And keep your toes close with your heels apart. We'll inhale and slowly start to rise. Reaching to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Again, inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now let's step back with that right foot and left foot into plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise for cobra. Exhale, toes tuck under, come up into down dog. And then inhale to our plank. Exhale again, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reaching high, touch the sky. Exhale to hold. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, back up into down dog. And inhale to plank. Exhale again, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reaching high, touch the sky. Exhale to heart. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. One last time, inhaling to the sky. Exhale, folding in half. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, sinking down. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. And then let's extend the arms long in our sides. Breathing into standing mountain pose. Become aware of the sturdiness of your stance, feeling your toes spreading wide and really pressing into the earth. Opening the heart, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, so we touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Take a giant step back with your right foot into lunge. Push the right heel down, turn the right toes out. Let's draw a straight line from your left heel to the back of your right heel. Start lifting upper body. Once we're there, we've got our hip bones facing forward, shoulders squared. And then when you're ready, add the arms for warrior one. Let's open the arms and open our hearts. Inhale, neutral spine, and then exhale, hinge forward, bringing ribs close to the front thigh for airplane. As we exhale, hands release to the mat and return to runner's lunge. Go ahead and step back with your left foot into plank. And then as we exhale, we can lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise for that cobra. Exhale, tucking our toes. We're back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps forward, toes close, heels apart. Let's inhale and roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. And exhale to the heart. Again, inhaling to the sky, exhale, folding forward. Inhale, looking out. And exhale, sinking deeper. This time we step back with our left foot, bringing us into our lunge. And then we're going to push the left heel down, turn the left toes out. Align our left heel with the back of our right heel, and then when ready, we can start lifting upper body. Keeping our hip bones facing forward, our shoulders square. Let's add the arms to the sky. Warrior one. And then we can open the arms as we open our heart. And neutralize the spine. Let's hinge forward, bringing ribs close to our front thigh. There's our warrior airplane. And as we exhale, let's release hands to the mat. From there, we're back into runner's lunge. Let's step back with our right foot, bringing us into plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. We're back up into down dog. Inhale, returns us to plank. And exhale again, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, slowly rolling up, one vertebra at a time. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. And let's return to standing mountain pose. inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Let's extend that right leg behind us, hip level. Position your hands to form a tripod with your left foot. Feel free to stay in this balance, or you could align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Start to roll the right hip open, adding that right arm to the sky for half moon. Let's exhale the right hand down if it's lifted. And then we can all step back with that right foot, returning us to runner's lunge. When you feel ready, try lifting to a higher lunge. And then if you wish, adding your arms to form crescent lunge. As we exhale, let's fold forward, hands to the mat. And let's proceed to walk ourselves around into a wide straddle. So now we're going to face the wide edge of our mat with our toes in, our heels out. Hands directly under shoulders. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale with a flat back looking out. Exhale, try melting farther down. From there, let's push down into the palms so the arms push straighter. We're going to inch the left hand over so it's centered beneath us, and then press on that with your right hand. Inhale, start to open the right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve with the waist, twisting straddle. And then exhale, let your hand come back down. Once there, let's inhale, look out with a flat back. Exhale, we're going to add the arms wide for our straddle airplane. And then from there, let's inhale and begin to come upright. And we can adjust our stance so our feet are a little wider than our hips. Toes in, heels out, arms outstretched. And that gives us 5-pointed step. Let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, brush the earth, and then inhale, rise for that sunflower. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rising into sunflower. Exhale as we fold. And inhale, rising into sunflower. Let's reopen the arms, coming back into our star. Rotating our palms so they face forward, begin to bring the arms closer and closer together. Let's allow just our fingertips to touch. And then press the hands together, feeling the palms pressing. Breathing across upper back and back shoulders. We lace our fingers. And then let's push our palms away from the body. While we're pressing through the palms, start to lift the arms higher. And then let your chin drop to your chest. We'll bring the head back to neutral and let the arms reopen to form our star. From there, we're ready to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch, keeping the hip bones facing this long edge of our mat. Bend the left knee. Find that spot where you can feel your body weight centering itself between both feet, looking out past that left hand. breathe into warrior two. And then let's pull the legs straight once again without feeling it lock out. And rebend. And pulling it straight. One more time, bending that knee. And then try extending that left arm a little farther forward. Lift the left, lower the right, and rotate your left palm towards the sky. So you're actually pressing up to the heel of your hand into our reverse warrior. We'll bring our arms back to warrior two. Once again, pull the legs straight so we're back into our starting position. Now we're imagining that we're being pressed between two panes of glass, and we start to pull that right hip to the right, and that left arm is reaching far, far away from the right hip. Once we can't go any farther, go ahead, lower the left hand and lift the right. We want to feel like our right hand is being drawn towards the sky. Our right hip is pressing a little bit forward, and our right shoulder is rolling a little bit back. From there, let's start to lower the right arm towards the right hip. It's going to make a nice full circle. As it starts to lift back up, we're going to lift the upper body. And we're going to go right into reverse triangle. And then as we exhale, let's start to bend the left knee. You can bring left forearm to thigh, right hand to the sky. Or we could reach our left hand all the way to the mat. And there's extended angle pose. As we exhale, let's start revolving upper body. And let's return to runner's lunge. Once there, send the left foot back into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again, into to pull the right leg straighter and straighter and straighter. And then we're going to lift up our right toes. Inhale to look out, and then exhale, begin to melt upper body into that thigh. And let's try sinking that foot back down onto the mat, deepening the stretch that we're feeling in those hamstrings. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's rebend the right knee, returning to our lunge. And then we'll step the left foot forward. Keeping our toes close with our heels apart, let's begin to bend the knees and sink our hips down. And then we're going to lift our ribs away from our thighs, adding arms alongside our ears brings us into chair pose. And then let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. Inhale again to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, looking out. And exhale, sinking deeper. From there, let's extend through the heel of our left foot. So we move into our tripod balance. We can remain like that, or align our right thumb with our right pinky toe. Start to roll the left hip open, adding left arm to the sky. We'll exhale the left hand down if it's lifted. And then let's step way back with that left foot, bending the right knee, so we end up back in our lunge. And then see if you can lift your upper body to a higher lunge. And then adding arms to the sky for crescent lunge. And then as we exhale, let's fold forward, come back into our lunge, and proceed to walk ourselves around into a wide straddle. So now we should be facing the other wide edge of our mat. Hands under shoulders, toes turned in slightly, knees as bent as we need them to be. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, melting down. Go ahead and press down into your palms, pushing the arms straighter and straighter. And then from there, let's inch that right hand over so it's centered beneath us and push on it with your left hand. Now inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at your waist. There's our twisting straddle. Exhale, let's bring the hand back down. Once it's back down and in place, we'll inhale, look out with our flat back. Exhale, open the arms wider for airplane. And then as we inhale, we'll slowly rise to standing. And let's bring ourselves into our 5-pointed star, opening palms to the sky. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brushing the earth, and then inhale back up for our sunflower. Exhale as we fold. Inhale as we rise. Exhale as we fold. Inhale, rise. Let's try once more. Exhale, folding. And inhale, rise. And then we'll open the arms and come back into 5-pointed star. Palms rotate to face forward. Start to bring your arms closer and closer together. First, we let the fingertips press together. Then we press the entire palm together. Lacing our fingers, and then let's press our index fingers together. From there, begin to lift the arms so the upper arms frame your ears. Keeping our shoulders dropped away from the ears, a nice long neck. And let's reopen the arms and return to our 5-pointed star. Now we're ready for right toes facing the front end of our mat. Aligning our right heel with our left arch, and then when ready, bending that right knee. Now let's pull it straight. Try again, bending the knee and just feeling your body weight centering equally into both feet. And pull straight. Let's try that once more. And just breathe into that power of your warrior two. From there, let's start to stretch that right arm a little farther forward. Then we're going to lift the right, lower the left. Turning right palm to the sky, reverse warrior. And then let's return to warrior two. And then we're going to pull the right leg straight. So we're back to where we started. And now we're ready for triangle. Left hip begins to pull left, and then the right arm is going to stretch far, far away from the left hip. Once we can't go out any farther, let's lower the left and lift the right. And there's our triangle. Feeling our left hand being drawn towards the sky. Left hip pressing a little forward, left shoulder drawing a little bit back. Now start to lower, start to lift that right hand, left hand goes to your back left thigh, right palms turn to the sky, and there's reverse triangle. And then as we exhale, start to bend the right knee, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, left hand to the sky, or your right hand could reach all the way to the mat for extended angle pose. As we exhale, start to revolve upper body, and we make our way back into runner's lunge. Then from there, our right foot goes back into our plank. We exhale and lower down. Inhale, lengthening, rising for cobra, and then exhaling back up into down dog. Inhale again to plank, and exhale, down dog. Let's step the left foot between the hands, bringing us into our lunge. Once there, we'll push our right heel down, right toes turned out slightly, and we start to pull the left leg straighter and straighter and straighter, lifting our left toes, inhaling to look out, exhaling, sinking upper body into that left thigh, and then see if you can sink your toes back into the mat. Got one more inhale. On our exhale, let's begin to bend the left knee so we're back in our lunge. Step the right foot forward, toes are close, heels are apart. And then we're going to bend our knees as we sink our hips. And let's lift up our body away from thighs, adding arms alongside ears. There's our chair pose. And then let's rise from our chair. Exhale, let your hands come to your heart. And then come back into standing mountain pose. Again, we're very aware of our foundational stance. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot. And let's place our left heel against our right ankle bone. And our hands can come together at heart center. Focal point for the eyes. We've got belly button pulled in nice and tight. When you feel ready, let's start lifting our toes off the mat. Perhaps we want to grow the branches of our tree. And then we can slowly open the branches. And let's reroot our tree. And return to standing mountain pose. So now we're going to shift weight into our left foot. Nice tight tummies, focal point for the eyes, hands together at the heart, right heel against left ankle bone. When you feel ready, you can lift your toes. And then perhaps grow the branches of your tree. And then we can begin to lower our branches. Return your foot into standing mountain pose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, let's open just the arms. They're going to come together behind our back, and we're going to hook them, whatever way works best for you. And then start to pull down with your hands, which is going to open the heart, open the throat as you tip your head back. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, hinge forward, pulling your ribs closer and closer to your thighs until you can actually just let the head drop down and the arms lift higher. Knees can be as bent as they need them to be. Exhale, release fingers to the mat. And then let's step back with our right foot and our left foot. And we've made it back into our plank. Now we're going to keep right shoulder over right wrist. That way we can move into side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Let's come back around into that full plank. And press up into down dog. Inhale again into plank. This time we've got left shoulder over left wrist opening for side plank. And we'll exhale back around into our full plank. And we're back up into downward facing dog. Let's walk the dog a few times. Press both heels down, and then we'll inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And then exhale all the way back into extended child's pose. So once we're in extended child's pose, really get that chest down, forehead down. Let's take the left arm and pass it through the right armpit. Sink your shoulder down. And then we'll bring that arm out and we'll switch. And then bring that arm out and just stretch. Back to your foundational hands and scoop the belly in so we can round that spine. Moving back into our cat stretch. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. And then just hang out in your all fours. Now let's take the right leg behind us, push out through the right heel. Add the left arm forward, palm to the sky. And try lifting that left foot so it's not helping us balance. And then we'll bring the hand and the foot back down. And let's start to pull that right knee forward so it's going to come right up behind the right wrist. Using our left hand, we're going to guide the right heel across the body. We want to aim it at our left hip bone. Think about opening that right knee to that wide edge of your mat or the side of your mat and inching the left leg a little farther back and seeing if you can just let your upper body melt down. You don't want to feel any discomfort in that right knee, so we want to keep our weight centered over our left hip. And then let's all make sure we end up on our forearms. So we've got our shoulders over our elbows. I want you to tuck the toes under on that left foot and lift the left knee, and there's second position pigeon. And let's sink the knee back down, press to the top of that foot, and then we can start walking the hands in closer. And that simply brings us into third position pigeon. And then from there, we're going to shift our weight onto that right hip. And let's bring the left leg around and then stretch out the right leg as well. Hands can go on either side of our hips. Start by just pressing down into your palms, keeping that spine nice and long. And then start to walk the hands forward, and while we're doing that, we're going to press back through the tailbone. We're going to let the upper body sink down closer and closer. And then from there, we can slowly come up. And once we've made it upright, we're going to bring ourselves back around onto all fours, so whatever way works best for you. Once there, let's sink that navel, lift that tailbone, lift that head, open heart cow. Exhale as you round out for cat. And then we make our way back to neutral. Let's extend through the heel of our left foot this time, pressing that leg straight. We'll add the right arm forward, palm to the sky, that we're back into spinal balance. And then from there, see if you can lift up that right foot so it doesn't help us balance. And then let's bring the hand and the foot back down and start to pull that left knee forward, so it's going to end up behind the left wrist. Going to use our right hand to help guide the left heel across the body, aiming it at that right hip bone, getting that left knee to open to the side of our mat and inch the right leg a little farther back so we can melt down. And then from there, let's make sure we end up on our forearms, tucking those right toes under. We can lift that right knee, and there's our second position pigeon. And then let's release the knee, rest the top of the foot back on the mat, and proceed to walk the upper body upright. And there's our third position pigeon. And then on our next exhale, let's shift our weight off onto that left hip. And once again, we'll bring the legs back around. So we've got them straight out in front, hands on either side of those hips, pressing down through the palms to start. And then beginning to melt forward, letting the hands walk as we push back through the tailbone, melting that belly button down first, then the chest, and then the head. And from there we can slowly come back up. And once we've made it back up, we'll bend our knees. Let's place our hands behind our thighs. Start with a straight spine, and then I want you to scoop the belly in, kind of hang back into your arms, letting your chin draw toward your chest. And then as we inhale, we'll lift back up. Opening the throat. Exhale again, scooping the belly in, rounding and hanging back. And then inhale, we lift and open our throat. And then just find your place in that neutral place. And let's find our balance on our tailbone. So the goal here is to continue to balance without letting the back round. So little by little, we can start extending the legs. Only go where you can without feeling your back rounding out. Once we found that spot, let's see if we can maintain it by reaching arms to the sky. And then we're slowly going to open like someone has a big iron, and they're ironing us from the center of our body outward. Once you've made it down, you're going to stretch out through your fingers, push out through your heels. And then feel your body go soft. Let's bring one knee in, and then the other knee in for a nice close hug. Gentle rock side to side. Back to neutral. Resting our feet on the mat. Toes in, heels out. Tightening the belly, let's rise back up into shoulder bridge. And then while we're there, let's pull that right knee to the chest, extend the leg towards the sky. And then slowly let the hips come back down. Once they're down, let's bend that knee, placing our right ankle on our left thigh. Use your right hand to gently press that inner thigh a little wider. And then try lifting the left foot off the mat, pulling the legs closer to the body, but still pressing that right knee open. And then you can set the left foot down, let the right leg cross even farther over the left. Let's open the arms wide and begin to drop your knees to the left as you look right. And then we'll come back to neutral. We'll uncross the leg. Arms again close to the body, toes are in, heels are out. Tightening the belly, let's come back up into our bridge. Now we can pull the left knee in and stretch that leg to the sky. Slowly begin to melt the hips back down. And then let's bend the left knee, place your left ankle on your right thigh. Use your left hand to push gently on that inner thigh. And then let's lift the right foot. And think about pulling your legs closer to your body, but continuing to press that knee open. And then go ahead and set the right foot down. Cross your left leg farther over the right. Let's open the arms wide, drop your knees off to the side and look in the opposite direction. And then we'll inhale the knees back to neutral. Let's uncross. And then we can bring the arms closer to the body. And then let's bring the knees back into your chest. This time we're going to circle the knees around and around. And reverse. And then just hold the knees up nice and tight to the body. We'll separate the knees. Bring the soles of your feet as close together as you can. And pull your heels closer to your body. then try extending one leg out and then the other leg out. And try to open those legs a little bit wider. And then we'll bring the legs together overhead. And let's release one leg slowly all the way to the mat. And once that leg is down, let's release the other leg. And then once that leg is down, we're going to rebend the knees with our feet on the mat. And I want you to lift your hips just enough that you can slide your hands onto your buttocks and then set your butt back down on the tops of your hands. And then from there, we'll stretch our legs back out onto the mat. And think about a string being tied to the center of your collarbone. And as the string is being pulled, it's going to lift that collarbone towards the sky. Kind of inch your elbows a little bit closer together so you can hang your head back. And that would be our modified fish. And then from there, press into your forearms once again so you lift your upper body and let it melt back down. Then rebend your knees, remove your hands. And then knees to chest for another hug. And then we can rest our feet down. And one leg at a time, let's slide them out. And I want you to adjust your body on your mat to find that perfect place where you're feeling no pressure points at all, just total relaxation. Let's send away all of our anxious thoughts, making a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, and a hopeful heart, spreading random acts of kindness to all living beings. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste.